Are you struggling to pass a JavaScript object to a component in Vue.js? It can be a bit tricky, but don't worry, you're not alone. Today, we're going to simplify this process for you. I totally get it. It might seem like a basic question, but many developers face this challenge. You're trying to pass a configuration object to a component without cluttering your Vue instance. It's a common scenario. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user asked how to pass a JavaScript object to a Vue.js component without including it in the data property of the Vue instance. They have a config variable defined in a script tag, but they want to avoid passing it directly in the Vue data. So what's the issue here? The component is looking for the config variable in the Vue instance's data, but you want to keep your data clean. This is a common design choice to avoid unnecessary clutter in your Vue instance. Stick around, because at the end of this video, I will share a neat trick that will make your Vue.js development even smoother. To pass a JavaScript object to a component in Vue.js without using the data property, the user can utilize the Vue instance's methods. First, they should define the config object in the script tag, as they have already done. Next, the user should create a computed property in the Vue instance. This computed property will return the config object, allowing it to be accessed in the component. Now, the user can pass the computed property to the component using the vbind directive. This allows the component to receive the config object without needing to define it in the data property. Finally, the user should ensure that the component is set up to accept the config prop. This will allow the component to utilize the passed configuration correctly. Fun fact, Vue.js was created by a former Google engineer, Evan You, who wanted to build a framework that was approachable and flexible. And look how far it's come. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by a user is to add a global member to Vue. They recommend creating a Vue data item to store the configuration object. This way, you can access the config directly in your component without passing it through the Vue instance data. And here's that neat trick I promised. If your config object is static and won't change, consider using a constant in your script. This keeps your code clean and efficient. And there you have it. You've learned how to pass a JavaScript object to a Vue.js component without cluttering your data. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on Vue.js development.